Hello my beautiful friends, and welcome back to my videos where we learn Pilates mat flow one exercise at a time. We're also learning how to connect one exercise to the other so they flow one into the other seamlessly, and therefore at the end of this experience you will know the entire Pilates mat flow, though all the 34 exercises plus some, and you will know how to perform them without stopping, how to just flow. We will also incorporate some yin-inspired yoga postures into our workouts, some pre-Pilates exercises in between. The structure of the class is something like this. We are discussing the exercise at hand, then we recap all the exercises that happened prior, then we move together. We're going to perform all the exercises that happened before the new exercise, and then I ask you to sit back and observe how I do the new exercise. At the point that you feel like, okay, I'm ready to try, just jump in and try it, or maybe save the video and then do the exercise on your own at home anytime. All right, so this is video number 7. And exercise number 7 in the Pilates mat flow is double leg stretch. Double leg stretch is also a second exercise in the series of 5, or the stomach series. So in the previous video, we learned single leg stretch. Now we're going to learn double leg stretch. Before this exercise, we had 6 more exercises. Let's remember what they are. They are exercise number 1, the 100. Exercise number 2, the roll-up. Exercise number 3, the rollover. Exercise number 4, single leg circles. Exercise number 5 is our rolling like a ball, and then exercise number 6 is single leg stretch, and this is going to be our lucky 7 double leg stretch exercise. Let's get onto our backs and begin to flow through the first 6 exercises, which by this time you should know, because I know that you've watched the previous videos, and if you didn't, then go back to them and then come back and join us here. We'll be waiting for you. All right, let's begin on our backs. We're going to gracefully descend onto our backs. We're going to lay down and extend the legs all the way straight and take a few breaths here. Let's bring one hand onto the tummy, one hand onto the heart, and just focus and set an intention for this workout. What is this class? What is this movement? What is it going to be about for today? Let's say that today we want to focus and set our intention on the flow of things. You see how sometimes when I speak, I get lost, right? Once one thought comes in and the thoughts are so quick, sometimes the words don't come out right. And sometimes one thought, they're pushing each other, right? This one's like, no, I want to come through into the 3D world. No, I want to come through first. And they push each other away, and sometimes the sentences are incomplete, and the thoughts are incomplete, and it all becomes one big mess. So let's set an intention for everything to flow freely, for all the thoughts to know their place, and for the words to be able to connect seamlessly to our thoughts. So everything that we say is full and complete, that there are no broken ideas blurring out, right? Actually, Pilates helped me so much with that. I worked through the physical, connecting all the exercises together, flowing from one into the other, and that helped me articulate my words so much better. All right, we're going to go into our 100 now, and we're going to move and flow seamlessly from one exercise into the other today to create this beautiful flow. And let's begin by bringing our legs into a tabletop position with the hips at 90 and the knees at 90-degree angle. As soon as you move into your into your tabletop position, your abdominals are already engaged. If you feel like your spine is arching off the mat, you can imprint it a little bit by tilting your pelvis, pulling your belly to the spine, zipping your rib cage through the front, and hold this position here. Make sure you're no longer arching off. Everything is engaged. Now arms come up to the sky. We take a deep inhale in, and on the exhale, we extend into our C curve, into our 100th position. So we're not lifting our upper back off the mat. We're actually keeping it down and lifting only the chest. So we're lifted to the bottom of the scapula. You can turn out the legs here. You can flex the feet, which is probably what I'm going to do today. You can be in a frog position here with your knees at your hips at 90-degree angle flexion, your knees at 90. The knees are turned out, the heels together, and the feet are turned out. You can keep the legs just at a traditional tabletop position, just like this. You can extend one leg out for 50 and then another leg out for 50. Your choice. So I'm going to keep my legs in a frog position today and begin to pump the arms. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pulling the belly in and down. Holding the chest lifted, keeping the shoulders away from the ears and the arms super long, with the fingertips reaching to the front of the room or outdoors. I don't know where the front or the back is now. Let's continue to inhale for 5 and exhale for 5. Or you can breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the nose as well. Whatever works for you today. Let's do 10 more. Then pull the knees into the chest, lift the chest all the way up off the mat, hold this position, and then slowly lower your upper back down. Turn the head side to side to release the tension in the neck and shoulders. Place your feet down, connect the inner soles together, and open your knees wide. Reach your arms long with the palms facing towards the sky, and we're going to just enjoy ourselves here. We're going to release all the tension in the tummy. We're going to allow the ribs to do what they want, and we're just going to support our body in this position with breath, allowing the oxygen to flow through the body. Besides our breath, we have one more supporter in this position, and that is gravity, Mama Earth. Thank you so much for supporting our bodies. We're going to move on into the roll-up exercise by extending our legs straight in front of us. Have the legs parallel, hip distance apart. The arms are by the sides. Actually, the arms are going to lift all the way up and over the head. And in the beginning, you might notice that you're opening through the front of the body. Your abdominals are not engaged as soon as the arms go over the head. Well, let's work on that. Let's engage the powerhouse, engage the glutes, engage the back of the leg, extend the legs super duper straight and point the toes. The arms are lifted, the ribs are closed through the front. We're gonna now take a deep inhale in. On the exhale, lift the arms to the sky, keeping the shoulders down, nod the chin and lift the chest. And lift yourself up using your powerhouse, rounding through the spine, reaching towards the toes, and then bringing the shoulders back here. Hold the pose a little bit And then restack the spine, one vertebra at a time, one on top of the other. Sit nice and tall, then squeeze the seat, tuck your tailbone under, and peel down onto the mat, keeping your legs glued to the earth. And arms come up and over the head. Everything is engaged. Arms come back to the sky. Lift your upper body. Engage your core. Pull your belly in as you lift. This will help you disconnect the upper traps. Then round the spine as much as you can by pulling the lower belly in, lifting the shoulders, reaching towards the toes, and then bring the shoulders away from the ears. And then restack the spine. One vertebra lifts on top of the other, on top of the other. And the lower back is straight. And we have all this axial elongation happening in the spine. We squeeze the seat and we peel back down. Slow. Keeping the legs firmly on the ground as the spine articulates back onto the mat. Arms go up and over the head. One last time, bring the arms up to the sky. Nod the chin, lift the chest, shoulders stay down here. Resist the temptation to lift with your shoulders. Peel up. Round through the spine. Feel the release. Then bring your shoulders down. Lift yourself into a seated tall position with arms stretched in front. Bring your sits bones toward one another. Engage the pelvic floor. Tuck the tail. Pull the belly in to elongate your lower back here. And then massage the vertebrae as they reach onto the mat. And complete the movement by bringing the arms up and over the head. And then reach the arms out to the sides. Bend your knees, bring your feet down to the ground, and we're going to take a spiral stretch. We're going to stack the hips and the knees, reach the legs to one side. Head rotates in the opposite direction of the knees, and we release all the tension here. Allowing the belly to release, to relax. Don't hold it in. Feel this beautiful spiral moving through your body. Allow your head to feel heavy. Allow the arms to just be limp, just to relax. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, come to the center with the legs and the head, and spill over to the other side. You can use props in this position if something feels uncomfortable between the ankles or between the knees. You don't have to have them stacked exactly one on top of the other here. This is our yin pose, yin inspired pose. Allow the gravity to do the work. Find stillness. And then come back into the center and extend your legs straight. We're going to connect the inner thighs. We're going to bring the arms by the sides of the body, framing the body. Shoulders are down. The back is nice and neutral. We're going to engage the powerhouse by pulling the belly in and up. We're going to close the ribs through the front. Engage the inner thighs and the glutes to help us lift the legs for our roll over exercise, the exercise number 3 in mat flow. Point the toe, engage through the center, pull the legs up and over the head and bring them parallel to the sky and the ground. Open the legs, flex the feet, peel the spine down to the ground. Use your hands as support. Make sure not to roll onto your neck and your head. Complete the circle, point the legs, go down a little, and then lift up and over and open, flex and peel down. And complete the circle, point the legs, lower just as low as you can. Control the lower back, being neutral on the mat. Open the legs, flex the feet, peel down through the spine. Keep the legs separated and flexed. We're going to push through the heel. We're going to engage the powerhouse and bring the legs up and over in this position. Then connect the inner thighs, point the toes, and peel down one vertebra at a time. Arrive here, open, flex, and do it again. Legs up and over, inner thighs connect, shoulders are down. We are not on our neck and the head. And we peel down through the spine. And we open, flex, and roll up and over. Bring the legs in and peel all the way down. From here, we're going to pull the knees into the chest, separate the legs, and do some circles, hip circles with the knees bent. We're going to go in opposite directions by relaxing our leg and just stirring the thigh bone in the hip socket with the strength of our arms. We're gonna move in whichever direction you want to move for 5 circles first. And then reverse the direction and move for another 5. Try not to help yourself with your legs. Allow them to be very relaxed. Relax the hips. Stir the thigh bone like you're stirring a magic potion in a cauldron. And then bring the legs back in together. One leg will go down onto the mat straight for leg circles, single leg circles. One leg will extend up. We are going to turn out the leg. Try to keep it straight, but chances are it'll be slightly bent for you for right now. We're going to perform 5 circles going across the body first, down, around, and up. Across, down, around, and up, keeping the body absolutely still as the leg rotates. Down, around, and up. Support yourself with your abdomen, with your powerhouse. 5 circles to the other side. Point, open, sweep, point. 3 more, sweep, point. 2 more, sweep, point. 1 more, sweep, point. I felt a crazy spasm in my front of the thigh just now. We're gonna stretch those out. How about we do that next? But first, we're going to pull the opposite leg up, extend it to the sky, turn it out. You're gonna ground yourself with the back of your extended leg, which is flexed. By flexing the foot, you are pushing through the heel, and that extends this leg, allowing for more support for you in this posture. So do it. Engage the abdominals, go across, down, around, point, across, down, around, point, across, sweep, complete, open, sweep, complete. 1 more time, and complete. And opposite side, open, down, around, up. open, down, around, up. 3 more, down, around, up. 2 more, down, around, up. The legs circles can be big or small, however it feels good for you for today. Then bend the knee into the chest, bring your knees, both knees in, and rock yourself up. We're going to go turn around and go into our child's pose. You can sit with your hips on your heels and either separate the legs wide or keep them together. When you keep them together, you will feel a little bit more stretch in the front of the thigh. So lower your chest, walk your hands out, round through the spine without lifting the hips of the heels, and just hang out here. Feel a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth, filling up the lungs, the back of the rib cage, the sides of the rib cage. Allow your ribs to open through the front here. This is our yin-inspired pose. It has feminine qualities of allowing, releasing control, relaxation. And we're going to slowly walk the hands back in. Rise up into a seated position. Maybe reach and clasp our hands behind. And reach the chest forward while the arms are reaching back together. Shoulders are down. To reverse all the forward flexion we just did. And then we're going to come back onto our into our seated position, onto our bottom, and come back to our Pilates flow. So exercise number 4 was our single leg circles. Exercise number 5 will be rolling like a ball. But I would like to transition from single leg circles into rolling like a ball together. So extend whichever leg up into the air, complete one more circle, then bring the knee into the chest, bring the other knee up into the chest, wrap your arms around your legs, lift the chin and the chest, and then rock yourself into a seated position, into a ball position. Here, you will need to slide to the front edge of the mat, just like so, while I will stay in the middle so that the camera can see me. We are moving to the front of the mat so that when I'm small, this mat is perfect size for me wherever I sit in it. Even if I sit at the very back, I might still make it, but we don't want your head hitting the ground or the rocks or anything like that. So depending on how tall you are, you definitely want to be somewhere in the front. And from here, we're moving into our fifth exercise, rolling like a ball. We're gonna sit in between our sits bones and our tailbone. Then we're gonna wrap our ankles, our arms around our ankles with the elbows straight and the palms on the ankles. We're gonna lift the heels off the ground and connect them together and keep the knees wide. We're gonna round through the spine, creating big ball shape, beautiful round shape with the spine. Keep scooping your abdominals here to create roundness in your lower back. Point the toes. And now from here, we're going to fall as we inhale and lift back up and hover as we exhale. Pull the belly in, inhale, fall back, don't roll onto your head, exhale, lift up and catch yourself with the abdomen. That is what's holding you in this rolling like a ball position. Now continue to move like that. Inhale, exhale, up and catch. Inhale, fall back, exhale, up and catch. Inhale, exhale. trying to keep your heels as close to the hips as possible. Let's do 2 more. Fall back, come back up, roll back, lift back up, bring your knees together, extend one leg straight. The inner hand will be on the inner knee, the outside hand will be on the ankle. I'm gonna move up just a tad so that I can fit into the frame. We're moving into exercise number 6, which is single leg stretch. One leg is straight, hip height or higher if you feel like you're lifting your spine off the mat. I know this is a new exercise. We just learned it in the last video. We haven't really done it together just yet. Pull the knee into your chest or your cheek and align your shin bone, your toes with your knee, and then pull, pull, pull as you inhale. On the exhale, switch. Inhale, switch. Keeping the shoulders down. Chin is down, you're looking at your belly. Only the chest is lifted, and the idea is to keep the torso absolutely still as the legs and the arms switch. And switch. And let's do 10 and 9 and 8. Belly pulls in. 7, 6. Ribs are closed through the front. 5 and 4 and 3. Arms switch. 2 and 1. Pull the legs into the chest. Lower the upper body all the way down. Bring the legs forward. Extend the legs straight. Open them to the width of your liking. Open the arms to the sides, palms facing up. And we're going to finish this little tiny flow of 6 exercises with a Savasana pose. The corpse pose, where we just rest. We just allow. Everything is relaxed. Find stillness. Regardless of what's happening around you. And let's bring our legs together, roll onto one side, and lift up and sit down together. And now for this next exercise, which is going to be exercise number 7, double leg stretch. You're going to just observe while I'm going to show you what it is and how it connects to the single leg stretch. All right. And then whenever you're ready, you can always jump in. Just see what it is and what it's all about. We're going to come back onto our back and pretend like we're still doing our single leg stretch. So chest lifts, legs come to tabletop. Let's set up our starting position. One leg will be extended. The inside hand is on the inside of the knee. The outside hand is on the ankle. So bam, we're doing our single leg stretch. Sorry, I lifted my chest a little too high there. I'm on an incline, by the way, here. I was trying to find a shady spot, and that's the only spot that I could find. So here we are with our single leg stretches, and then we're bringing both knees into the chest. And then from here, we're going to transition straight into double leg stretch. The legs extend in front of you. They can go high for now. The arms extend over the head, shoulders are down. Then you circle the arms and you recoil back in by pulling the knees into the chest. Everybody likes to lift. I like to lift here a little bit higher in the beginning because the tension in the neck and shoulders sometimes is very, very strong. But ideally, you would be here with your beautiful C curve with the spine. We're gonna inhale. As we stretch, we're gonna exhale, recoil back in. We're gonna inhale, stretch both legs straight, arms up, and circle the arms around, recoil back in. Again. I have to move one of the rocks here, I keep hitting it. And come back up. So that is our double leg stretch. What is different here? We are adding weight. We are adding an enormous amount of weight because now both of our legs up. So this might not be the exercise that is fit for the very, very beginners, but definitely do try to modify this for someone who is beginning. Extend your legs super high up and also support your head with your hands. So I'll show you the modified beginner version. If you have, if you feel too much tension in your neck and shoulders, then try the beginner version first. Let's descend onto our backs into the starting position of the double leg stretch. We're gonna bring the knees into the chest one by one, pull the belly in, engage the powerhouse, bring our arms around, support the neck, and then bring the elbows towards the knees. As we inhale, we're gonna open the arms, extend the legs. As we exhale, we're gonna recoil back in. We're gonna inhale, extend the legs and the elbows, exhale, recoil back in one last time. Inhale and exhale, recoil back in. Wrap the arms around, rack yourself up, move over to the side, and there we are. So this would be the very beginner level of supporting your head, which will release the tension from the upper body while your core is still getting strong. As I said, I just enjoyed that version because my core is weak right now. I am actually working out with you after I have not worked out for a year. I was still very physically active, but I did not do any Pilates for a full year. So I'm restarting, I'm starting just like you, and I really enjoy supporting my head for now. So be kind to your body, know your limitations, and always give these little support things for yourself. There is also a more advanced version of this exercise, which hopefully we will all do together very soon, because that used to be my favorite version for all of my clients and for myself. It's just, I don't know, it's amazing because you're going to create a beautiful six-pack really quick if you do this. So you're going to peel back down. Now bring your legs into the chest one at a time. Make sure your spine is lifted only to the tip of the scapula, the tip of your shoulder blade if you don't know what scapula is. And from here, we're going to extend the legs into a tabletop position. Bam! Changes everything. We're going to now, you can hold the arms here, maybe on top of the knees. Make sure you're not going anywhere too far on the shin so that the chest doesn't lift too high. From here, keep the legs at tabletop. Inhale, extend the legs, extend the arms, go low if you can. Circle the arms and then bring the legs back in only to the tabletop position. Again, inhale, extend, hold the belly, exhale, circle, recoil. Don't pull the knees into the chest. So by staying constantly at a tabletop position, you are not releasing the tension in the abdomen throughout the entire exercise. Usually each series of 5 exercises is done 10 reps at a time, and they all flow one into the other. So when we get advanced, when we know what we're doing, that's exactly what we're gonna be doing. We're going to start with single leg stretch, move to double leg stretch, then to single straight leg stretch, then double straight leg stretch, and then crisscross, all without stopping. Believe me, my girls and guys, clients from back in the day, loved what this did to their abdomen. They had definition absolutely everywhere. The crisscross, which is the fifth exercise, will also target your oblique abdominals, and basically there is no muscle left unturned, unmoved in this exercise. So I hope you enjoyed this one. We're going to meet in the next video, which is going to be video and exercise number 8, and that will be our single straight leg stretch. Ooh, that's a beautiful, yummy exercise that will also add a little bit of hamstring flexibility to the stomach exercise, to the stomach series. So I can't wait to see you there. Please comment, like, share, subscribe, and remember to honor your body. And I want to finish this video with a simple, quiet meditation. Please sit with your hips on your heels, your knees bent, if that's available to you. If you have bad knees, maybe extend your legs, sit on the side, something that feels comfortable. This pose feels very comfortable for me, for my lower back. I am 41, I had 3 kids. I have 3 kids, but I carried 3 kids, including twins, which did a number on my lower back. And my body is very happy when I don't set it in positions that can jeopardize its length. You know, it doesn't like to compress. So this is one of those very supported, easy positions. I want to bring our arms down, palms facing up or down, whatever you want to do here, whatever feels comfortable. We're going to close our eyes, and I will tell you what I hear. I hear the trees. I'm in the forest, in Mount Shasta. I'm surrounded by them. And whenever the wind blows, I can feel it on my skin, on my exposed skin, which is the hands, the top of my hand right now. Sometimes I hear the cars passing by, but they kind of blend in. They blend in with the trees and the wind and the birds and the flies and all the little creatures and critters. They have their own song, and I hear it. And to me, that is stillness. It's all the movement together. To me, that is stillness. To me, this is heaven. And it's right here, right now. And I hope that through me, it extends to you. I hope that all of this energy that I feel inside, this calmness, serenity, beauty, this love, pours into your heart right now. And from your heart, It extends into the hearts of your loved ones. And so it goes. And so we connect. And through this movement of love from one heart into another's heart, we create our stillness. You are welcome to stay in this posture and relax. And I'm going to slowly open my eyes and say thank you so much for being here, for enjoying my classes, and I will see you in the next one. Have a beautiful day. I love you. Bye.